Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, it's Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run it here with Gordon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
In your face.
Now it's Rosen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rosen will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So how big might the special teams mistake be there? Running into the kicker, and that penalty leads to 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He will find Winslow. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Rosen. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Check 56.
Hard. Hey, zoom. Hit it.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, it's Aikman. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
18 Gator.
Watch the eye.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Slow. No. Watch
Go out. Shoot.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 35-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On second down, Aikman. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. To throw is Aikman. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Leo. Get it.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time.
And across the track, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen, he's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Rosen to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Aikman to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Coleman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Aikman setting to throw it. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Yo, faster! Go!
They'll try the left side. It's George. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's get it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Aikman. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Rosen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Check three. Bunch formation. Come on, boys. Come on, alert.
Bravo!
Alert. He's heavy on the edges. Mike 40. Check. He's coming.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Rosen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that
run. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Set up. 15 line. 15 line. 5. Let's go. Get set. Ready?
2nd and 10 now. It's Aikman. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Rosen now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jakeem Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got it to Williams. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6-6, pull it high. Safe. Fair. Hey, seam 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
8, read.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On first down, it's George. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Aikman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Hey, Orbit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. This one caught by Winslow. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hunter Henry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This is caught by Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
57 to Mike. 51.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Let's go.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Alert, alert. 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going deep for Brown. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guy.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Absolutely. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Rosen. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But now it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck.
Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Get along. Push it.
2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 18 yards. First down, Niners.
It's a gain of 18.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
57's the mic.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Stand go.
The 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run on first down. George. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. Back to throw here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers make some inroads. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80%.
And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's George. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Bandit. Bandit. Mike's 57. 57.
They'll try and throw for him. And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
It's a loss of a yard. It's a 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale.